I'm gonna have to just go ahead and get the big old stand, huh? All right, make you do it. What's going down, everybody? I know you can barely hear me and shit. Sorry about the excess noise. Didn't think we was gonna get set up that fast. I was looking for my other mic stand. You. Okay, check. There it is. We are in the zone. Get this all set up. Y'all. Well, we got some stuff to talk about today. I've been watching YouTube a lot lately. I've been watching a lot of YouTube. And boy, like, so I was watching YouTube and I came upon the channel Smell the Roses. And the title of the video was The Misandry of Melyssa Ford. And I instantly clicked on it because I had just posted a video on a Melyssa Ford topic about how she totally twisted some words Kevin Samuel had said about being a high value man. Now, I'm watching this episode and I'm noticing it's from the same episode. So not only does she go on this podcast or her podcast, not that she goes on somebody else's, she was on her podcast. And she states, one, a high value man is a man who loves his mother. And amongst other things that she said, but that was one of the key highlighting points in my video here, was she pointed out values that like every man should have just on a regular. And she made them seem like these were like supernatural things that were above and beyond that these are the things that she looks for. And I'm like, these are normal things that everybody kind of like does on a regular basis. The values that she's looking for, like a lot of people already have those built in. So I didn't get where she was coming from. Actually, it bugged me out. I almost caused a Queen's flip rant. Like seriously, I was hot listening to that episode. Like, what in God's name was she talking about when she said all of that bullshit? Like, I really want to know what she was thinking when she said all that. Like, as a man who is married, right? She totally lost me because me and my wife talk about these same things, right? And my wife has these same exact views on Melyssa Ford. Like, on the Joe Budden podcast, she's just not a good fit. And now that she's aged out, she can't do music videos anymore like she used to. She's doing Lifetime movies. She just sounds bitter. Like, she really sounds like somebody who just isn't connected or did connect with anybody in a special way that'll make you softer. Like she seems like she's kept this jaded view on men since her music video days. I don't know what happened to her, but she just doesn't seem like the person to tell people that, you know, marriage is close to prostitution or marriage is prostitution. Wait, what? So you telling me I'm pimping my wife out? Actually, when in all actuality, if we were to really look at that, she's the one pimping me out. My wife stays at home and I work. So, like, what? Like, I'm the one who said, "Hey, I'm gonna work, or we're gonna make this work out. I'm gonna get everything handled and situated. We're gonna find a way to get the money in the house." Like I did that. I don't know what kind of men you meet, Melissa, but I mean, for you to be almost 50 years old, not married, no kids, the dog, the dog, um, and to have the views that you have on marriage, men, you ever really adapted to American culture. Maybe it's because you never got out of seeing men as more than, you know, what you saw them as when they were, you know, in your music video days. And here's the thing. You chose to be a video vixen, so you put yourself in them shoes. I don't get where you come off now telling people what you're telling people, especially in your podcast. Like, you just the wrong person. You are like the exact wrong person. I've been married for almost 20 years. And my marriage has been a balance of communication, fights, arguments about finances, both of us trying to get our health together. And if anybody has any ask me about like what makes it last, I always tell people that like you need to marry your best friend. Your best friend needs to be the person that, like, your wife or your husband, your spouse, your partner, whatever you want to call it, whatever type of relationship you have. But your partner becomes your, like, the ultimate best friend. Like, you have your best friend, and then you have like your wife who is on top of that now, right? Your wife or your husband, your spouse, your partner, they are to be considered your best friend in life. And this is some advice my dad told me. So he told me to treat my wife like my best friend. Anything I wouldn't do to my best friend, don't do it to your wife. The way you talk with your best friend all the time, that's how you talk with your wife. You talk with your wife like that all the time with your best friend. So to hear some of the advice that she's choosing to give out and put out on a public platform, to me it hurts her. I can't even say, like, it just hurts her credibility as a person. First off, you speaking on facts that you can't even speak on. You not married. How's a not married person speaking on something on marriage? You never been married. You've never been like long term enough to even be considered common law marriage. Like, what advice are you giving people? that are married. And if married people are coming to you for advice, I clearly hope that they are running for the hills after they hear that you think that marriage is prostitution. My marriage is a 50-50 balance. It's nice and equal. I don't know what in good gracious made you think that. Like I don't understand it. I don't get it. But and after watching that podcast on the Smell the Roses channel, I like I was just so shocked that a woman thinks like we do and has the exact same views. Like this is another woman that I found on the internet, and it's not another dude's page. This is not my wife. It's not anybody in my circle. This is a woman that was like in my analytics, and I choose to like click on the video, and this video blew my mind. And I just wanted to shout her out, and piggyback a little bit off of her video here, because she's totally right. Like Melissa, that's coming from a woman telling you that you're not a wife, a woman telling you that you're the wrong messenger to spew these messages, a woman telling you what a healthy relationship and a healthy marriage looks like. I love it. I wish there was more pushback for you, but it's your podcast and you're sitting there by yourself. So you just got room to air out a whole bunch of shit that's on your chest. I get it. But take some advice from Smell the Roses. Sit back. Learn what a wife really is. Learn what a healthy, balanced relationship is. Learn what that translates to a healthy marriage. And then come back and start talking to people. Hopefully that happens before you're 50. But you're 48 and you sound like an old cat lady, bitter and depressed. It just is what it is at this point. Like, you sound sad, and I feel for you. So, hopefully we don't have any more of this bullshit coming from the Hot and Bothered podcast. But if you do, you know where you're going to find it. Right here. Drewski Media. Peace.